Hello everyone, welcome to the video lecture of module 3 on the authentication. So we will go through the outline of this particular video. First we will know what is authentication. Then we are going to study the types of authentication, that is the one-way authentication and the mutual authentication. And lastly, we will be seeing how dictionary attacks are performed. Now coming to the introduction, let's try to understand what actually authentication mean. So authentication is a process in which a principal proves that he, she, or it is the entity it claims to be. So there are two subjects which are involved in the authentication. First one is the prover and the second one is the verifier. The principal is occasionally referred to as the prover. It is often a human, or it may also be a computer, or it can be an application or a robot. The party to whom proof is submitted for identity verification is called as verifier. So prover is submitting the identity information, whereas the verifier will verify the identity information. If it is approved by the verifier, then we can say that authentication is justified, or authentication is successful. So next we will be studying the types of authentication. So there are basically two types of authentication. First one is the one-way authentication and second one is the mutual authentication. Now coming to the one-way authentication, if there are two communicating parties and if only one party authenticate to other, we say that it is a one-way authentication. So a common example of a one-way authentication is nothing but the client server communication. So what happens in client server communication is the client authenticates itself to the server. So the server may or may not be authenticated to the client. So this process is referred to as a one-way authentication. We can also take a real-time example of Gmail server. So when we have to log in into the Gmail server, we need to give our credentials like username and password, and if we are registered user, then only we are allowed to enter uh, into our Gmail account, or we are considered as an authenticated user. So the communication of the user with the Gmail server is one of the best example for the one-way authentication. So there are two mechanisms in which we can achieve the one-way authentication. First one is the password based authentication and second one is the certificate based authentication. Now coming to the second type of authentication, that is the mutual authentication. So if there are two communicating parties, A and B, and they need to communicate, then if A communicates to B and internally B also B, if A authenticates to B and B also authenticates to A, then we can say that it is a mutual authentication. Means A is also authenticated to B and even B is also authenticated to A. So mutual thing is happening. So this concept is referred to as a mutual authentication. And there are four mechanisms in order to achieve the mutual authentication. First one is the shared secret based authentication, which makes use of a shared secret key pair. Second one is the asymmetric key based authentication, which makes use of a public and private key. Third one is the mutual authentication with the key exchange, and lastly mutual authentication with the mutual authentication with the timestamps. Now coming to the last topic of this video, that is the dictionary attack. So this dictionary attacks are typically launched in the context of password. So some passwords have very few characters, so it is very easy to guess, and some of the passwords are very difficult for the hacker to break it. So in dictionary attack there are totally two types. First one is the online attacks and second one is the offline attack. uh, in online attack, what happens is an intruder attempts to log into the victim's account by using victim's login name as well as the password. So there is usually a system imposed limit on the number of failed login attempts. So unless and until the attacker is particularly lucky, an online attack has a severe limited chances of success. Another type of dictionary attack is nothing but the offline attack. So another possibility is the attacker can uh, uh, so one of the possible for the hacker to get hold of the password file is nothing but a offline attack. So passwords are typically transferred in some way before being stored in the password file on the authentication server. So the cryptographic hash is one way function, so it is not easy for the attacker to get the password given in its cryptographic hash. Another possibility is that the attacker can eavesdrop on the communication link during the client authentication. So even in this case, only if the password is sent in the form of a clear text format, the hacker can get the password directly. But in many applications, we are not going to send the password in a clear text format. Instead, uh, we are going to apply the encryption decryption techniques, and we are going to transmit over the communication channel so that our credentials won't be hacked by the hacker.